Welcome back, my friends. As you know, my channel is devoted to telling the truth, even when it offends the church. And I'm talking about churches in general, okay? So, remember that Christ was tortured and put to death by the religious people in religious costumes. He warned about them. He warned about the Pharisees, who were the embodiment of following every religious rule and then adding their own. And he warned about the writers, the scribes, the people that translate, the people that write things down. So I'm just going to tell you the truth here. Today I want to talk to you about 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. A little stumbling there. Okay, so lovers of self, lovers of money, arrogant, boastful, lovers of pleasure. This whole list of the indicators of the last days, the final chapter of history. Okay, lovers of self. We invented a whole new word in the dictionary called the SELFIE. Okay, arrogant, boastful. Man, look at the women out there boasting that they've had hundreds of men inside of them. More than hundreds. Okay, some of them. Lovers of pleasure. Let's talk about what this is actually talking about here. In the Greek word, the definition is actually elevating pleasure above God, devotion to God. Okay, it's not saying that there's anything wrong with pleasure. God invented pleasure. He invented the pleasure between men and women. Okay, but as was demonstrated in Corinth, like we have the book of Corinthians 1 and 2, what preachers never seem to be able to put into context here was that they had a giant temple, for instance, in the middle of Corinth, Aphrodite's temple, that was devoted to temple cult prostitution and fertility, okay? Just endless pleasure, having many as partners as you wanted, without any regard to devoting God, devotion to God. In other words, putting that thing, building a temple, they even had temple cult prostitutes, okay, in place of devotion to God, okay? That's the context there. And this has happened all through history. The woman just considering herself a goddess. And I think 2 Timothy chapter 2 is specifically talking to women here. And because of what is going on today, especially in these last days. So that's all I want to say for today. Like it if you like. Pass it along to people that need to hear it, that maybe just going to church and not getting the full message because they're worried about offending the church ladies. They're worried about damaging the income stream to pay for I don't know, that $1.5 million lighting and video and audio system, damaging the people in the various that are on salaries for various ministries. Does it make sense to you? Makes sense to me. So I don't care if I get rich here. I'm not out to have millions of subscribers. I mean, it'd be nice if people were able to hear the message, but I'm not out to do that. I just want people to get the truth and to hear what they're not getting in church today. So thank you, my friends. If you've got questions, put them in the comments below. Questions about other topics or you want me to expand more on this topic. A lot of stuff I've already covered. I've got lots of videos out there on tough subjects that the church just won't cover, pastors don't want to talk about, or they're prevented from being talked about. Go and check out some of those videos. I think you're going to really be enlightened. I think it's going to increase your love of God in His way of truth and love. And that's what Christ said, right? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And heavy emphasis on truth, okay? Because all through history, we've just been, people have just avoided the truth and perpetually cling to what is untrue just to be in a comfortable state of mind. Friends, thanks for tuning in again.